Good morning, everybody. I'm hoping that the microphone is now working. A few technical hitches this morning, which I hopefully I've been able to sort out. A bit of a mad dash this morning, but we are back on another Saturday morning with a Soccer Saturday Super 6 predictions live stream. We have got 6 matches that we are going to predict this morning, where you and I are going to help me. 10 step high, can you hear me now? We had a few difficulties with the live stream in the last few minutes, so I've had to restart the stream. So yes, it's all working fantastic. Let's get straight into it then with a double-footed challenge. So yeah, good morning to you, 10 step and Mark Chapman. Glad you stuck around for the second iteration of this morning's live stream here from a sunny South Wales. So we've got 6 fixtures to predict. We've got the Sheffield United versus Southampton match in the Premier League. Remember, all these taking yes, you're great, thanks. And you are 10 step. We've got Norwich against Luton in the Championship. We've got the Brentford coming up against Rotherham, which has actually now been postponed for some reason. Must be to do with the demonetised virus, I should imagine. We've also got Preston North End coming up against Bournemouth. We've got the Jacks of Swansea coming up against Middlesbrough. And we have got Reading versus Sheffield Wednesday 2. So I'm just going to check a couple of settings, make sure everything is going according to plan here. I just need to change one little setting in here in the YouTube studios. I don't think I've got monetization off, but why would anybody watch any adverts in this video or this live stream? Not too sure. So anyway, what are people thinking about Sheffield United against Southampton? I've just got to find this setting. Where have it's gone? No, I can't seem to find it. There it is. Right, let me just switch that on and we will get started with the live stream. There we go. Let's bring that down there. And there we are. We're back. And good morning to you, R787B Southampton. Woohoo! Yeah, we got Sheffield United against Southampton. Your team, the Cyber Believer. Hello. Yeah, hopefully West Ham will pick up 3 points this weekend. Hopefully Antonio will score as well. So R787B has already gone in for a 2-0 away win to Southampton. The Cyber Leader, how is Nathan? I bet he's asleep. No, he's just got up. He's very tired though. We were watching the Cardiff City match. Imagine, of course, that 0-0 draw between Cardiff and Huddersfield yesterday. So, yeah, 0-0. Mark Chapman's gone for a 1-0 away victory to Southampton in this one. I'm free of COVID as I had the vaccine 2 weeks ago. Congratulations on that, I believe. Hopefully you'll be able to get away on holiday at some point. And you've gone for a Southampton away victory as well over Sheffield United. R787B, Sheffield United 0, Southampton up the Saints 2. Louis Willard, good morning to you as well, Louis. Hope you are doing well, my friend. You've also gone for a Southampton victory in 10 step. I think Sheffield United had to get a result here, 1-1. Well, let's have a look at the statistics, because I know Southampton have been in free fall since their good start to the season. So Southampton find themselves in 14th position. Look at that. It doesn't read well for Saints fans. They're losing 5 of their last 6 fixtures. Let's have a quick delve into it a little bit deeper. The last time they won a match was back on the 4th of January with that home victory over the hapless Liverpool, you'd have to say, at the moment, where they've lost something like 5 matches at Anfield on the bounce. But look at that. Away from home, they haven't actually won away from home since the 7th of December. Let's have a look at the reverse fixture. Have they actually played each other in the league? I can't actually see it there. I think this might be the first meeting between Southampton and Sheffield United. Yeah, it looks like they haven't. Yes, there we are. Southampton actually won the reverse fixture of this 3-0. Let's have a look at Sheffield United's form. They did in their last match, though. they beat Southampton. Sorry, they beat Aston Villa 1-0 at home. Can they get another result? Of course, prior to that, they did lose 4 on the bounce. And prior to that, they did pick up a fine victory against West Brom. They kept a clean sheet in their last fixture. And they're not really conceding that many goals. Okay, they did concede 3 goals against West Ham United on the 15th of February. So what are we thinking, guys? Let's have a look what the Sky community are saying in this one. 28%, sorry, of people have gone for a Sheffield United win. 33% have gone for a draw, and 40% of people are going for a Southampton victory. Yes, both teams not in great form. Okay, Sheffield United did pick up that win last time out. Louis has gone for a Southampton victory. I think Sheffield United get a result. Yeah, I've already said that 10 step. Oh my God, I went to sleep 4 a.m. I woke up at 9. Wow, a bit of a late night. Did you see any Daleks at the Experience? What was it like? I did see some Daleks at the Experience when it was at Cardiff. Of course, it's actually closed now. I'm not sure where it's actually ended up. Probably somewhere in London. But yeah, it was good. I only went there once, but actually walked past there many times because it's sort of, if you know Cardiff and the barrage and the Bay Area. Sometimes we go down to Penarth town, just next to Cardiff. Walk from Penarth over the barrage, over to the Cardiff Bay, and on the way there, on the left-hand side, by the Norwegian Church, is the Doctor Who Experience. So, I've only come for a Southampton game. Sorry, I'm busy today. R7X7B, no worries. I am going to go. And Mr. RTG, hello to you as well. So, my predictions. I've already predicted this result in my Premier League predictions video. And I think I went for a 1-1 scoreline. I think, okay, Southampton in all sorts of misery at the moment. Can't buy a win. Sheffield United getting that fine win last time out, but I think they will sort of cancel each other out. Attacking-wise, I think Southampton a little bit more exciting than Sheffield United, so I think they could get a goal there. However, being at home, getting a good result last week, I think this is going to end up in a 1-1 scoreline. So, on to the next fixture, where we find high-flying Norwich City coming up against Luton Town. Now, Norwich, let's have a look at the league table for the Championship. And as you can see, Norwich, in their last 6 matches, they've won all 6 of those fixtures. Recently, they beat Brentford midweek. Excellent result, that one. Just sneaking through 1-0. Prior to that, the good 2-0 away victory against bottom of the table Wycombe Wanderers. Prior to that, they beat Birmingham City away. They beat Rotherham at home, Coventry City away, and Stoke City at home as well. Let's have a look how long this winning streak has gone on for the Canaries. Yeah, last time they lost was 7 games ago against Swansea City away. And prior to that, they actually stumbled with 2 0-0 draws against Middlesbrough at home and Millwall away. Prior to that, they did come away with 3 victories against Bristol City, Cardiff City and Barnsley. So, 6 wins on the trot. This all points to a Norwich victory. However, let's have a quick look at Luton, because I think they're in quite good form themselves. Luton, in their last 6 matches, currently find themselves in 13th position. They've won their 2 matches. Very good victory against a little bit of a resurgent Nottingham Forest. Prior to that, they beat Sheffield Wednesday 3-2 at home. Prior to that, it was a 1-1 draw at home against Millwall. Prior to that, they suffered defeat at the hands of Stoke City away and Cardiff City at home. 3-0 and 2-0 respectively. Prior to that, they beat Birmingham on the road. So Luton Town, no real slouches. After coming up, was it a couple of seasons ago, they're sort of holding their own, sort of not really breaking into that playoff, contention for the playoffs, but there's no danger of them going down either. So it's going to be mid-table mediocrity for the Hatters, I believe, this season. Let's have a look what you guys are saying in the chat. There's a Doctor Who shop in London, but no Dalek move, lol. But there is a TARDIS. If you've been to the Bodleian, I have been to I've been in that area. I've been to the new ground, the sort of the London Stadium. Cyber leader. 10 Step has gone for a Norwich 2-0 victory. Mark Chapman, Norwich 4. Let's be having you, Delilah. Yeah, do you remember that? Oh, that was a little bit cringy where she was trying to rile up the home support. She was on the pitch. I think she had a little bit too much to drink at that match, and she's saying, "Where are you? Come on, where are you? Let's be having you." Great meme, that. Anyway, the cyber leader WHUFC has gone for a 2-1 victory to the Canaries in this one. Is Sheffield United versus Wednesday the Steel Derby? It is indeed the Steel Derby, cyber leader. But of course, Sheffield United are playing Southampton today. But in this match, let's have a look what the Super 6 community are saying on this match. 96% of the Sky predictors are going for a Norwich City win on this one. 3% are going for a draw, and 1% are going for an away victory to Luton in this one. I think this is pretty much a foregone conclusion. Okay, Luton's form has been a little bit pretty good in the last couple of weeks, but overall Norwich going for their 7th victory on the trot. And I'm going to go for, let's have a look, I'm going to go for 2 for Norwich, but let's have a look if Luton score in every match. They've only blanked twice in the last 6 matches, and that was against Cardiff and Stoke. Let's have a look at Norwich. How many clean sheets they kept 2 clean sheets on the bounce, and they kept 4 in the last 6 matches. So yeah, I'm going to go for a straightforward 2-0 victory to the Canaries in this one. Next up, we've got Brentford coming up against Rotherham, but of course that one's postponed, so there's only 5 fixtures to predict this morning. So let's have a look. I'm going to go on to the Preston North End versus Bournemouth fixture. Now, Preston North End, where do we start? They are in 14th position. In the last 6 fixtures, they've come away with 3 defeats. At home against Watford, away against Cardiff, and home against Millwall. They've won 2 matches in this time, beaten Huddersfield at home and beating Blackburn Rovers away, and they've come away with 1 draw, which was against QPR. So defeated last time against Millwall. Prior to that, they did gain a victory against Huddersfield. So what are we thinking about Bournemouth? Bournemouth, of course, are currently in 6th position, last occupants of the berth in the playoff zone. Last time they beat Bristol City. Very good away win against the Robins there, especially with Bristol getting a little bit of a managerial bounce with their new manager. Prior to that, an excellent win against Watford. Prior to that, they suffered 2-1 defeats against Cardiff City at home and QPR away. And prior to that they beat Rotherham 1-0 at home and before drawing against Nottingham Forest away. So sort of Bournemouth going through a bit of a sticky patch, but it's sort of a bit of a resurgence now. Let's have a look at Preston's results again. Okay, losing against Millwall, Cardiff and Watford, drawing against QPR. Okay, and they did beat Huddersfield and Blackburn. Now, Blackburn and Huddersfield are in the bottom half of the table, whereas Bournemouth in the top 6. Yeah, difficult one to call. I think this will be a bit of a close fixture. Let's have a look what the Sky community is saying in this one. So 9% have gone for a Preston North End win, 14% have gone for a draw, and 77% have gone for a Bournemouth away victory. Let's have a look what you guys are saying in the chat. So Mark has gone for a 2-0 away victory to Preston North End in this one. 10 Step, no comment. You a Preston fan, 10 Step, I believe, yeah? Cyber leader WHUFC has gone for Preston 0, Bournemouth 3. Also, did you know that Dominic Solanke from Bournemouth has the same birthday as me? I didn't. Also the same year and date. Wow, that is very, very interesting, cyber leader. Yeah, Faye sharing birthdays with footballers. I share my birthday with 2 very, very famous footballers that I can recall. Probably 3, and you all know them, but I'm not going to tell you who they are on this video. But what are we thinking, guys? Preston North End against Bournemouth. I think it will be close. I think there'll be a goal in this one. Where it all depends if Bournemouth are going to keep a clean sheet. Let's have a look at their quick clean sheet status. Okay, they conceded the last game, clean sheet before that, and the only other clean sheets against Rotherham and Nottingham Forest as well. Let's have a look at Preston scoring, because at home. Okay, they scored against Huddersfield at home. Didn't manage to score against Watford, and they didn't manage to score against QPR. So not firing on all cylinders, are they? So 10-step, what do you think? Why won't you give me your predictions? Do you think your team can get anything out of this? I'm not so sure. If Bournemouth going through a bit of a sticky patch, but they sort of come back into some good ways. They've got fast going forward. Can that rear guard of Preston North End keep out this Bournemouth team? I'm not so sure. I think that the Cherries are going to nick this one. I think Preston will score though, so I'm going to go for a goal to Preston North End, but I think that the Cherries will score a couple in return. They'll probably score first. Preston will probably equalise, and Bournemouth will probably get a late goal late in that second half. So I see you're not going to predict this match then, 10-step. Yeah, very wise. So always hate predicting the Cardiff City results as well. But you've gone for an away victory to Bournemouth. Bit pessimistic there. Got to be more confident with your team. But anyway, let's move on to the fifth fixture, or the fourth, because that Rotherham match is, of course, off. We've got the Jacks, Swansea City, coming up against Middlesbrough. Very interesting game, this one. I think Swansea have got a couple of games in hand over the rest of the division. They've won 4 of their last 6 fixtures. A very good away fixture against Stoke City last time out. However, they got a penalty in something like the 94th minute to beat Stoke in that match. So they were very fortunate, and it was a bit of a dive, you'd have to say. Sorry if I'm upsetting any Swansea fans, but that's the way I saw it. Prior to that, they lost at home against Bristol City, and an away defeat against Huddersfield, and sandwiched in between those 2 defeats was a home victory against Coventry City. Prior to that, they gained 2 home victories against Nottingham Forest and Norwich. Overall, the Jacks have won 18 of their 32 matches, drawn 8 and lost 6. Now, we do know that Middlesbrough are a tough nut to crack. Let's have a look. They do suffer draws as well. But when was the last time they lost at home? They've only lost once in the league at home of Swansea, and that was way back on 17th of October against Huddersfield Town. Let's have a look at Middlesbrough. Always difficult one to predict. You never know with Middlesbrough. Okay, they don't play the best attractive football. They tend to hit teams on the break, like to give the opposition the ball, press, bully their team into submission, and then quickly counter-attack. So in the last 6 fixtures, they've won 3, drawn 1, and lost 2. They beat Coventry in the last match in midweek, drew against Cardiff City last weekend. Prior to that, they lost at home against Bristol City. New manager, of course, at Bristol. Prior to that, they beat Reading away and Huddersfield at home. And prior to that, they lost on the road against Derby County. So let's have a quick look at when Middlesbrough last won an away fixture. So it was actually, they actually beat, of course, they beat Coventry last time out, and they beat Reading. And prior to that, it was on the 20th of January. So away form, not too bad. Last time they lost was that reverse against Derby on the 13th of February. Right, okay, let's have a look what the Sky community are saying in this one. So 69% are going for a win to Swansea. 23% are going for a draw, and 6% are going for a Middlesbrough victory in this one. Did you know Moyes lives in Preston? Interesting. I think he's from Preston. Wasn't that his first club he managed, David Moyes? Mark Chapman's gone for a 1-1 draw. Cyber leader WHUFC has gone for an away victory to Middlesbrough. Mark Chapman, come on, Paul. Go with your head, not your heart, with it being Swansea. Absolutely, yeah. Although I want them to suffer a defeat, I don't think Swansea will lose this one. However, it's just what Middlesbrough... Can Middlesbrough get a draw in this one? I think they can, yeah. Swansea, okay, they pulling out the results last time out. They were very fortunate to get that victory on the road against Stoke. So I think Warnock's not going to want to lose against the Jacks in this one. So I'm going to go for a draw. It could end up as 0-0 or 1-1. It's either going to be 0-0 or 1-1. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this one. The Cyber Leader, when does Championship end? I know it finishes 17th of May. Yeah, well, you got the 17th of May, something like that. And then, of course, you got the playoff semi-finals, double-legged affair before the final at Wembley. Of course, we've got the Euro Championships coming up, so we need to get the all the playoffs done and dusted. Normally, it's on something like Whitsun Bank Holiday weekend, I believe. 10 Step has gone for 2-2 draw between Swansea and Middlesbrough, continuing on Mark's 1-1 draw and my 1-1 draw as well. Will you do a watch along West Ham versus Leeds? Probably not, but you never know. Nathan might this afternoon. He did say, I'm not sure if any of you guys were watching his stream for the Huddersfield versus Cardiff City match yesterday, but he might be doing a stream this afternoon. He said he may play a little bit of Battlefront 2 on the PC, so he may be streaming that a little bit later. I've got a bit of a busy day in the garden, etc. Today, but I may jump on that stream myself if he goes live. Not sure what time he's planning that one, or if he's planning it at all, but I know that quite a few people were interested in that stream of his. Anyway, what are you guys saying in the chat? Still getting over Nathan saying 0-0 to City United. Yes, indeed. I've gone for Man City. Yeah, I think there's 3-0 victory over to Manchester United in that. Yeah, he's cutting Manchester United a lot of slack at the moment, especially with them being second in the league. They come a little bit unstuck though earlier in the week though, didn't they, Manchester United? Will you do a watch along? No, I've said no watch along for me in that one. But let's get on to the final fixture of this these selections, and we've got Reading coming up against Sheffield Wednesday. Now, Reading are in 5th position in the league at the moment, beating Blackburn 1-0 last time out. Prior to that, it was a 1-0 away victory to Rotherham. Prior to that, they suffered defeat at the hands of Wycombe on the road. And prior to that, they lost at home against Middlesbrough. Prior to that, they beat Bristol City 2-0 away at Ashton Gate. And prior to that, they beat Millwall at home. Interesting run of results there. 3 wins and 3 defeats for Reading. Let's have a look at Sheffield Wednesday, who have now slipped back into the relegation places. They're currently on 28 points. What are they? 7 points behind safety now? Yeah, 7 points behind Birmingham City in the 21st position. They've suffered these 5 defeats on the trot. Home against Rotherham, away against Luton Town and Brentford. Prior to that, they lost at home against Birmingham City 1-0. Prior to that, they lost away against Stoke, and they did get a home victory against bottom of the table Wycombe. So it's not looking good for Sheffield Wednesday. Currently suffering defeat 5 of their last 6 matches. That's 5 matches on the trot they have lost. 10 Step has gone for a 2-1 victory to Reading, and Mark has gone for Reading 1-1. I think that isn't that Reading 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Yeah, I think this will be a close one. Okay, they did get absolutely battered by Brentford 3-0 recently. Let's just have a quick look back at those scores that Reading are playing, because they are at home. Okay, they beat Blackburn 1-0. Reading, when was the last time they actually scored more than 1 goal at home? Let's have a look at, let's drill down into a little bit here. Okay, they beat Bournemouth 3-1 there. They beat Coventry 3-0 there. Luton 2-1. Yeah, they're not going to score more than 3 goals, are they? So what are we thinking, guys? Let's have a look at what the Sky community is saying. Okay, 82% of people have gone for the Reading victory in this one. 11% have gone for the draw, and 7% are going for a Sheffield Wednesday victory. Cyber Leader's gone for a 2-0 victory to Reading in this one. Yeah, I can only see one victor in this one. I think it will be Reading. You know, Sheffield Wednesday are going to be a pushover in this match. Reading's form, okay, as I've said already, winning 3 and losing 3 out of their last 6 fixtures. So I think they will score Sheffield Wednesday, but I think that Reading will narrowly beat them 2-1. 2-1 overall and come away with the 3 points, which won't be good news for Cardiff City in their pursuit of a playoff place. But let's just go through my 6 predictions. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw between Sheffield United, the Blades, against the Saints of Southampton. Gone for a 2-0 victory for the Canaries against Luton Town. Of course, that Brentford versus Rotherham match has been postponed this afternoon. I've gone for a 2-1 away victory to Bournemouth over Preston North End. Sorry, 10-step for that prediction. In the Swansea-Middlesbrough game, I've gone for a 1-1 draw. And finally, in the final fixture, I've gone for a Reading 2-1 home victory over Sheffield Wednesday. So that concludes my predictions. As always, I'm going to go head-to-head with Jeff Stelly. But when are we thinking the golden goal will go in? This is when the first goal of the afternoon in these 6 or 5 fixtures, I should say, will hit the back of the net. Usually it is in the first 6 or 7 minutes. I think I've gone sort of 4 and 5 minutes in the last few weeks. So I think I'm going to go for a big round 5 minutes in this golden goal, a tiebreaker, you could say, which hopefully is going to win a lovely £250,000. Mark's saying 6 minutes, just 1 minute less than me. Yeah, indeed, it's a bit of a lottery, that one. You know, you could even get a goal in the first minute or so. So let's submit my entry, where this just before the cyber leader WHUFC has gone for the 8th minute. So there we are. I've just submitted there. It's fine. We're terrible at home. Bournemouth have got 99.9% chance of winning. There's always that chance, though, isn't there? 10-step. You never know. So if I was to put a £10 note on this, on these fixtures, that would bring me £577.50. For a £5 note, it'd come for £288.75. And if I was putting £2 lovely pounds on there, it'd come back as £115.50. So that concludes my predictions for this Soccer Saturday Super 6. So before I go, guys, what's everybody doing today? I've got a busy afternoon in the garden, but I will be keeping in touch with all the football. Did you read my comment here? 8th minute, yes, I did, Cyber Leader. 8th minute you've gone for. I'm not. I want Reading in Prem, because if they go through, Reading is the contactless area, plus I can get a direct train from Paddington to Crossrail. Contactless area. What does that mean? Yeah, I've been to Reading's ground about 3 times there. I think if you've seen in Nathan's review video, he's not very complimentary on the Reading City Stadium. It is a dangerous a stadium for the away fans, because if Cardiff score and everybody's sort of cheering, the steps there are very steep, and we've seen many people tumble down those steps at Reading, and yeah, seen quite a few, not fatalities you could say, but you know, people hurting themselves. But yeah, Reading, easy to get to Reading from London, from South Wales, from the southwest and Midlands, and probably the north, not so much the north of England as well. So just before I go, guys, a credit card, yeah, contactless credit cards. They do nice burgers just outside the ground, Cyber Leader, as well at Reading. But yeah, so what's everyone doing today? Is it just going to be a feast of football? I know we're still in lockdown for the whole of the UK. I know that Ferris77 hasn't joined us this morning, all the way from the Czech Republic, but I do know that they're in severe lockdown, as we are in Wales and England and Scotland and Northern Ireland too. You can use your credit card, aka contactless from Paddington to Red. Is that the Oyster? It's like the Oyster card, isn't it? I've got an Oyster card for when travelling on the London Underground when I do visit London. Tend to visit London about 2 or 3 times a year, but haven't done it for over a year now because of the situation going on. But love to come back to London in the next, well, hopefully in the summer at some point. But also I'm going to work in Seven Oaks in Kent. Yeah, I've got a friend who lives in Seven Oaks who's a primary school head teacher down there. Yeah, nice part of the world down there. So yeah, south of London. So yeah, but I'd like to say thank you for everybody who's joined me once again on this. Yeah, like an Oyster card, obviously. Yeah, so you can use your credit card, debit card, or your Oyster card. Yeah, but I'd like to say once again thank you all for joining me again on this Saturday morning. Uh, enjoy the football this afternoon. Hopefully, we'll do a lot better with our predictions than we did last week and the week before. I think we got one correct last week and one correct the week before. So hopefully we will do a lot better. Imagine winning that £250,000. If we win that, then there'll be a studio being built, a specialised studio for Nathan and myself, where we can properly bring you some excellent sound and some better content on the road to 4,000 subscribers for myself, and Nathan's on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get there soon. But yeah, as always, thanks for joining me. Premier League predictions will be out around about Wednesday evening, early Thursday morning, so watch out. We don't play till Monday, so sad. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be looking forward to that West Ham match. But yeah, predictions show will be out late on Wednesday evening, as I said. But for now, I'd like to bid you all farewell. Have a great time watching the football over the weekend. Yeah, good luck, great stream. Yeah, and you 10 Step, always enjoy your videos as well. Regularly go in and check out your content, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure you go and subscribe to 10 Step. But then again, we get Suchek, and worst ref is Mike Dean. Yeah, Mike Dean, terrible ref. But we'll leave that for another time, where we could rank referees, couldn't we? But for now, I'd like to bid you all farewell, and I'll see you all in the next video, which is out on Wednesday or Thursday. Cheers, guys, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.